So I wanted to talk a little bit about the final experiment again then, like the final flat Earth experiment. Now, I've been following this quite closely. If a bit of a recap, a guy called Will Duffy has put money up saying that he will pay for one glober and one flat earther out of 24 that he's selected on each side to go to Antarctica and to witness the midnight sun, to the 24-hour sun in December, around Christmas time. And I've been reading, like I've been following this. I've been away, but I've been watching a few, because I put a clip up about it on TikTok, and I've been following this, and I've come to the conclusion that every single flat earther is either lying or stupid at this point. If you are a flat earth, I believe, if you are a flat earth person making money from flat earth and you've monetized this thing, you know you're lying now. This is proof. Now, this experiment is proof that you know you're lying. Everybody that follows these people now must be stupid, because the hoops they are jumping through to make excuses for their heroes is bizarre. It's so weird. It's like now suddenly, now anyone that knows anything about this final experiment, you know now that these people, Weiss, Whitsitt, Jeran, and all of these other people that push this stuff have admitted over and over again over the years that Antarctica would hold the answer. And they've claimed and they've said that they're confident that there is no midnight sun. It's midnight light, but not sun. You can't see the sun, because if you can see the sun in Antarctica in December, then everything else they say about flat Earth is wrong, because they claim that the sunset is the sun going out of perspective until you go so far that it appears to set and you can't see it anymore, and that's why we get darkness. But we all know that you can't get a further away. So if you stand on one side of the ice wall over there and the sun is at the other side of the ice wall across the disc, then, and you can still see it, then it couldn't possibly set anywhere else, because they're the furthest two distances apart that you could ever get. So now, after admitting this and saying no one's ever done it, we're not allowed to go there, and all this other stuff that these dickheads have been coming out with for such a long time to try to just deflect from this fact that does happen, now suddenly we don't care. Oh, in the video that I put up, there's people in the comment section. We don't care about this experiment. This doesn't prove anything. What we really care about is that you can't freely explore Antarctica. I bet this experiment doesn't allow people to freely explore Antarctica. No, it doesn't. But that was never the point of this experiment. The point of this experiment was to prove what everybody has agreed would prove or disprove the flat Earth, and that is the midnight sun in Antarctica. They admit it happens in the north, but they say it doesn't happen, and all of the footage is doctored, even though there's a 5-day running one where you see it go round and round 5 times, and they can't find any cuts in that one. But they don't talk about that one. They talk about the other one where they think there's a cut in it over 1 day. They don't talk about the other one. So now they're being, all of these people that they follow and buy apps off of are refusing to go. None of them go. Apparently, Jeran, who I don't mind, actually, he's quite not unbiased, but he's a fair, he has debates on his channel, and he doesn't interfere most of the time, and he just allows the debates to happen in it, and I quite like the debates, so they're quite funny. But apparently he may be going, but he's demanding a bit more money, basically, to go. So we'll see how that works out. But he's the only one that's even shown an interest. Everyone else is jumping through hoops to escape this and to not ever to be, basically, I can't go at that time of year. I've got these family commitments. I've got these... Truthers that have always said they would go if they could go, but they can't afford to go. And they're being said, well, I'll pay for it. Oh, no, I still can't go, but I'm still a truther. No, you ain't. No, you're not. If you are pushing this and you believe this so much and you claim that this is all false and it's all CGI and it's all bullshit, you're being given a ticket to go prove this. You could become the most famous person in the world, the one that found the truth, that gave the truth to the masses, and you can't get out of it quick enough. None of you can get out of this quick enough. You all are making excuses to not go. Jaren, I think, is squirming to try and get out of it, pretending he wants to go, thinking that the will not pay anymore. But Will's saying, yeah, I will pay more. So we'll see how that one goes. Hopefully he'll agree to it. But the first Globeside person they asked, a guy called Dave McKeegan, immediately said, yeah, I'll go. He's the one that got voted for, that won the poll, and he's saying he'll go. And then there's another guy, Globey McGlobeface, that's now crowdfunding so he can go as well. So there's two prominent people there that want to go and prove this, but they're not truthers, apparently. The truthers are the other ones that won't go. They're making every excuse to not go. And this is, if this doesn't tell you something, then you are stupid. It's as simple as that. You must concede now, even if you're a flat earther and you really don't want to admit you were conned, you must now see that this is a bit suspicious, right? You must think that now, because you can't come to any other conclusion. Why are the people you look up to, the people that got you into this, why won't they go prove it? And not only that, if they're on the ice wall and they even see the sun in front of them the whole time, it can't, if they see the sun behind them, should I say, sorry, my apologies. If the sun is south to them, when they're facing north on the South Pole and the sun is behind them at any point, that also disproves a flat earth, because on your map, the sun is always north to you. So explain that one as well. You know what you're going to see. And that's why I don't know how you can go on and monetize a lie. Shocking that these people could go do that. And then they get given this, they thought no one would ever give them this opportunity and they could just lie forever. And now they've got this opportunity and they're coming out with simulated suns, reflections off of the firmament. They're coming out of all of these excuses first before they go, look, sun simulator, LED light. The sun was replaced during the eclipse. Not being funny, I live in the UK. We didn't even get an eclipse here. So who stole my sun and replaced it while it was being covered up by the moon? Like, not everything happens in the United States. There's the rest of the world going on. I've just come back from Spain. I didn't see one chemtrail. The sun looked normal to me the whole week. I was watching it. It was there all week. Weird shit, right? You got to stop and think for a second. Put your pride to one side. If you're actually a truther, put your pride to one side and think, why are these guys not agreeing to go? It's not going to cost them anything. They don't work. Their job is selling flat earth. So what have they got going on that they can't go? And why are the other side so keen to go? Anyway, just thought I'd get that rant out there. Right, thank you for listening today. Thank you for listening to the Travelcast and listening about the final experiment, which is quite annoying to me because people claim to be truthers and they are happy to just lie. I am Matt. This is Whatcast, and I'm going to go now. Thanks for listening. Me and Lee should be back come Sunday with that weird show that we're doing about that thing on Netflix or whatever it was. But thank you to everybody that subscribed to the Patreon. Thanks for all the feedback for the Claire Broad show. We'll get to that on Sunday. Buymeacoffee.com/whatcast if you want to support the show. 5-star reviews, please. Adios. See you later.
You have been listening to Whatcast. Follow and contact us on the Twitter, the Book of Face, and the Gram of Insta at Whatcast with a K.